वेलकम टू सहायक एजुकेशन। सहायक एजुकेशन में आपका फिर से स्वागत है। 10th क्लास की मैथ्स की सीरीज के अंदर आज हम बात करेंगे प्रोबेबिलिटी के बारे में, विच इज द 14th चैप्टर ऑफ सीबीएसई। 14th चैप्टर है ये, और इसमें से समवेयर अराउंड 4 to 6 मार्क्स आते हैं। बहुत ही सिंपल चैप्टर, बहुत ही मार्क्स आपको बड़े आराम से इसमें मार्क्स मिल सकते हैं। बहुत ही प्यारा चैप्टर है। ओके, एंड ये चैप्टर ऐसा है जो आपको फायदा करेगा बाद में भी, ओके, इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो। अब देखिए, आप आईपीएल का मैच देखते हैं। जब आईपीएल का मैच देखते हैं तो उसमें लिखा होता ना कि भाई इंडिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया का मैच है, तो व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ इंडिया विनिंग? 78%, 80%, एंड एज द मैच गोज ऑन द प्रोबेबिलिटी कीप्स ऑन चेंजिंग। तो ऐसी प्रोबेबिलिटी अगर आपको पता है, ओके, तो यू कैन कैलकुलेट ऑन व्हाट आर योर चांसेस ऑफ विनिंग और लूजिंग, व्हाट आर योर चांसेस ऑफ गेटिंग इनटू समथिंग और नॉट गेटिंग इनटू समथिंग। आपको ये लाइफ टाइम के लिए यूज होने वाला है। ये दिस चैप्टर इज गोइंग टू बी यूज थ्रू आउट योर लाइफ, थ्रू आउट योर लाइफ। ओके, हमेशा आप प्रोबेबिलिटी यूज करेंगे ही करेंगे कि भाई वही व्हाट आर द चांसेस कि आज ट्रेन टाइम पे आएगी। जब आप फ्लाइट से जा रहे होते हैं यार, चांसेस हैं कि फ्लाइट टाइम से आ जाएगी। जब फॉग हो रही होती है तो आप कहते हैं कि चांसेस हैं कि लेट हो जाएगी। ओके, तो प्रोबेबिलिटी विल बी यूज्ड थ्रू आउट। ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद दिस चैप्टर। See, this chapter contains somewhere around 4 to 6 marks in the board exams. Now, what is probability? We should understand. Okay, probability is the branch of mathematics that measures the likelihood of an event. कितने चांसेस हैं किसी इवेंट के होने में? कोई भी इवेंट, मतलब आज बारिश होगी या नहीं होगी, ओके, क्रिकेट में कौन जीतेगा, तो ट्रेन टाइम पे आएगी नहीं आएगी, बस यहाँ पे क्लास हमारी टाइम पे शुरू होगी नहीं होगी, एवरीथिंग हैज चांसेस। Okay, so it's a likelihood of an event occurring expressed as a number between 0 and 1. When you say 0 and 1, भाई या तो कुछ होगा तो 1, अगर नहीं होगा तो 0। अगर मैं कह दूं कि आप दिल्ली की मेट्रो में बैठे हैं, और दिल्ली की मेट्रो में बैठने के बाद आप न्यूयॉर्क में कब लैंड करेंगे? कितने चांसेस हैं? आप न्यूयॉर्क में कभी भी लैंड नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि दिल्ली की मेट्रो न्यूयॉर्क जाती ही नहीं है। तो और इम्पॉसिबल चांसेस, 0 चांसेस है। ठीक है, ऐसे ही में अगर बोलते कि ओके सनराइज होने वाला है, okay, what are the chances ki sun will rise? Sun will rise. Okay, it's a universal truth that the sun is going to rise. So that's a certain. तो 0 से लेकर 1 तक के बीच में चांसेस वेरी करती हैं। 0 से 1 तक के बीच में चांसेस वेरी करती हैं। इट कैन नॉट बी मोर देन 1, इट कैन नॉट बी लेस देन 0 ऑल्सो। सो इट इज नोटेड बाय द फॉर्मूला एज मेंशन्ड देयर, नंबर ऑफ आउटकम्स फेवरेबल to E, to the event. Okay, what are the number of favorable outcomes divided by number of all possible outcomes of the experiment. कितने आउटकम हो सकते हैं एक्सपेरिमेंट में? दैट शुड कम इन द डिनोमिनेटर। ओके, जैसे आपने कॉइन टॉस किया। अब कॉइन टॉस किया तो या तो हेड्स आएगा या टेल्स आएगा। यस और नो? हेड्स आने की क्या चांसेस है? 50% चांस है। 50% को हम कैसे लिखते हैं? व्हेन आई से 50% कैसे लिखते हैं हम इसे? 50% का मतलब क्या होता है? 50% मतलब 50 डिवाइडेड बाय 100, दैट इज 1/2। 50% मतलब 1/2, दैट मींस 1/2 चांसेस है ना। तो 1/2 व्हेन वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट प्रोबेबिलिटी, विल से हेड आने की जो लाइक्लीहुड है, लाइक्लीहुड इज हेड। दिस इज आवर लाइक्लीहुड, दिस इज समथिंग जो हम फेवरेबल चांस है हमारे लिए, इट्स अ फेवरेबल हेड जो हम चाहते हैं, इज 1। एंड व्हाट आर द टोटल चांसेस? टोटल चांसेस आर 2। टोटल चांसेस मींस हेड आएगा या फिर टेल आएगा, राइट? द टोटल आउटकम्स आर 2, नॉट टोटल चांसेस। द टोटल आउटकम्स आर 2। व्हाट आर द 2 आउटकम्स? हेड्स एंड टेल्स। तो प्रोबेबिलिटी में देयर विल बी मेनी क्वेश्चंस विल बी डिस्कसिंग। Every question of the NCERT will be discussing. So please go through the chapter from beginning till the end. Let's take a few examples. First example, tossing a coin. So when we toss a coin, either it will be head or it will be tail. So probability of getting head is 1, but that's our favorable outcome. Divide by total outcomes. What are the total outcomes? Head and tail, there are 2 outcomes. So 1 divided by 2. Similarly for tail, it is 1 divided by 2. The favorable outcome is tail and total outcomes is or head and tail. Okay, second example is rolling a dice. See, what is the possible outcomes? Possible outcomes are either 1 आएगा या 2 आएगा, 3, 4, 5 और 6 आएगा। भाई डाइस रोल करते हैं, उसमें 1 से 6 तक नंबर होते हैं। ओके, उसमें 9 नंबर तो नहीं आएगा। 1 से लेकर 6 तक ही नंबर आ सकता है। तो 4 आने के लिए चांस कितना है? दिस इज अ फेवरेबल आउटकम। फेवरेबल आउटकम क्या है? 1 है। दिस इज वन फेवरेबल आउटकम है हमारा, आउट ऑफ 1 आउट ऑफ 6। So 1 out of 6 is the probability of getting 4. Probability of getting an even number. What are the favorable outcomes for getting the even number? This is 2, 4, and 6. These are 3 even. So this is 1, 1, 1. So there are 3. There are 3 chances of what are the total outcomes? What are the total outcomes? Total outcomes are 6. So it comes as 1/2. So even number आने की probability क्या है? 1/2. ड्रॉइंग अ डेक फ्रॉम अ कार्ड. ओके, सो आपको एक कार्ड निकालना है. देयर 52 कार्ड्स सो इन अ डेक. ओके, आपको पता होगा देयर 52 कार्ड्स इन अ डेक. सो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ गेटिंग अ किंग, आपको एक किंग निकालना है. तो कितने किंग होते हैं डेक के अंदर? दे आर 4 किंग्स. एंड टोटल कितने कार्ड्स होते हैं? 52. सो 4/52 इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ टेकिंग आउट द कार्ड. प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ गेटिंग अ रेड कार्ड. रेड कार्ड, सी 52 कार्ड्स के अंदर 26 कार्ड रेड होते हैं और 26 कार्ड ब्लैक होते हैं. तो 26 कार्ड रेड हो गए, जो हमारा फेवरेबल आउटकम है, डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल आउटकम इज 52. दैट कम्स आउट टू बी 1/2. ऐसी नेक्स्ट लेते हैं. पिकिंग अ बॉल फ्रॉम अ बैग. ओके, अ बैग हैज 3 रेड बॉल्स and 2 blue balls. A bag has 3 red balls and 2 blue balls. Now, probability of picking a red ball. A red ball पिक करने की probability क्या है? अब रेड 3 है तो हमारे फेवरेबल आउटकम हो गए 3 डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल बॉल्स कितना है 5. सो इट्स द सेम थिंग, 3/5. Now, probability of picking a blue ball. What is the favorable outcome? Favorable outcome is 2 because there are 2 blue balls. Divide by total number of outcomes. There are 5 total number of outcomes. So it is 2/5. Okay, coming to the next one. Classroom example. In a class, there are 40 students, in which 10 are girls. Probability of selecting a girl. Probability of selecting a girl for some event or some match or something. So we'll say, uh, what is the favorable outcome for us? There are 10 favorable outcomes because out of 40, we can choose 10 favorable for us. Divide by what are the total outcomes? Total outcomes are 40 because there are 40 students. ओके, जब आंख बंद करके हम चूज कर रहे हैं, आंख बंद करके, वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट समथिंग व्हेन वी आंख खोल के ढूंढ रहे हैं. आंख बंद करके जब चूज कर रहे हो, जब आपको पास कोई डिफरेंशिएशन नहीं है, डिफरेंशिएशन नहीं है गर्ल और बॉय में. ओके, जब तब आप एक चूज कर रहे हो, तब the the outcome which will come is then it's called the probability. It is not something when you have opened your eyes and then you're seeing and you're pulling a boy every time. That is not the probability. Probability is the chance of happening without the external forces. External forces मतलब आप बाहर से देख करके बताएं कि नहीं ये तो लड़के हैं, लड़कों को पिक करते हैं. Okay, probability of selecting a boy. Okay, what's the probability? There are 30 favorable outcomes out of 40 boys, 40 students. So 30 by 40. Coming to next. Weather based. Okay, probability that it rains. Okay, is equal to 0.3. You know, they have already given it. They have given it कि आज बारिश होने के चांसेस 30% है. तो बारिश ना होने के चांस कितने हैं? अगर बारिश होने के चांस 30% है, तो ना होने के चांस कितने होंगे? 70%. दैट इज 0.7. ओके, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ सन राइजिंग टुमारो. कल सुबह सूरज उगेगा या नहीं उगेगा? भाई ये तो 100% उगेगा. हम रहे ना रहे लेकिन सूरज तो जरूर उगेगा. तो सन राइजिंग टुमारो, उसके चांसेस कितने हैं? 1. ह्यूमन फ्लाइंग नेचुरली. ओके, कल आदमी उड़ने लगेगा या अभी आदमी उड़ने लगेगा, तो उसकी उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है? फेवरेबल आउटकम कितना है? 0. ओके, 0. तो बेसिकली ये तो होना पॉसिबल नहीं है ना. जो इम्पॉसिबल आउटकम, इसको बोलते क्या बोलते हैं? इम्पॉसिबल आउटकम्स. इम्पॉसिबल आउटकम. जैसे आपको बताया आपको कि भाई आप दिल्ली की मेट्रो में बैठो और न्यूयॉर्क में लैंड उतर जाओ. भाई वो तो पॉसिबल नहीं है ना. ओके, दिल्ली की मेट्रो में बैठोगे तो दिल्ली में ही घूमोगे, न्यूयॉर्क तो नहीं पहुंच जाओगे. ओके, अब या फिर आप कहेंगे कि भाई हम क्रिकेट का मैच खेल रहे थे और उसके अंदर मेसी ने 2 गोल कर दिए और प्रोबेबिलिटी है उसकी. अरे उसमें गोल ही नहीं होता तो गोल कहाँ से कर देगा? ठीक है, बिल्कुल इम्पॉसिबल चीज है. या फिर हम कहते हैं डाइस थ्रो किया हमने, वील थ्रो अ डाइस. ओके, डाइस थ्रो किया, तो डाइस थ्रो किया उसके अंदर 9 आ जाए. अब डाइस के अंदर वैल्यूज हैं 1 to 6, 9 तो नहीं आएगा उसके अंदर. तो दैट इज एन इम्पॉसिबल आउटकम. उसको कहते हैं इम्पॉसिबल, वो हो ही नहीं सकता. एंड दैट probability is called impossible probability. Okay, selecting a letter. Now randomly choose a letter from the word probability. Total letters कितने हैं इसके अंदर? 11 है. What is the probability of selecting B? Okay, इसमें से कितने B हैं? This is B and this is B. So our favorable outcome is are 2. And what are the total uh, letters? 11. So it is 2/11. Probability of selecting a vowel. Probability of selecting a vowel. So what are vowels here? Okay, there's O is a vowel 1, A is a vowel 2, I is a vowel 3, I is a vowel 4. So there are 4 vowels in this word. Okay, so favorable outcome is 4. Divide by what are the total number of letters? 11. So 4/11 is the probability of selecting a vowel. Okay, I believe this must have given you some clear indication on how the probability is computed or calculated, so that we can go to further questions to understand it better. Okay, so NCERT question 14.1, see learn करने के लिए क्या था इसमें, पूरे उसमें कोई फॉर्मूला याद करना था. favorable favorable outcome divided by total outcome, that is the only formula you have to remember. Favorable outcome divided by total outcome, and that you can remember even without learning it. ओके, अगर आपसे वैसे ही पूछ लिया जाता जब आपने प्रोबेबिलिटी नहीं भी पढ़ी थी कि आपके पास कॉइन है, आपने टॉस किया तो हेड आने के कितने चांसेस हैं, तो आपने बता देना 50% चांस है, एंड 50% चांस इज इक्वल टू 1/2 एज प्रोबेबिलिटी. ओके ओके, मान लिया कि प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ एन इवेंट इज ई. मान लिया कि क्रिकेट मैच में इंडिया के जीतने की प्रोबेबिलिटी 60% है, प्लस प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ इवेंट नॉट ई, मतलब इंडिया के ना जीतने की प्रोबेबिलिटी कितनी है, 40% है. तो इट इज दिस इज 60% प्लस 40% कितना होगा, 100%. 100% मतलब 1. See, when we talk about probability, we don't write in percentages actually. Okay, we write in the form of 0 to 1. 0 से लेकर 1 तक के बीच में हम लिखते हैं. 0 से 1 तक के बीच में हम लिखते हैं. We don't write in percentages generally, but this is same thing. Okay, percentage and probability is one and the same thing if we have to compute from probability perspective. So what is the probability of event E plus probability of event not E? 1. Okay, कैसे भी करके 100% ही आएगा. कैसे भी करके अगर मैं बोलता हूँ probability of something happening is 2/3, then probability of event not E is 1/3, and if you add these two, it will become 1. Okay, the probability of an event that cannot happen, हो ही नहीं सकता, is 0. नहीं हो सकता, and such an event is called impossible event. Okay, the probability of an event that is certain to happen. Okay, अगर होगा ही, okay, हमेशा होगा ही होगा, उसकी क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है, उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी है 1. ये तो होगा ही होगा, एंड सच एन इवेंट इज कॉल्ड, ये था इम्पॉसिबल इवेंट, ये वाला क्या हो गया, तो सच एन इवेंट इज कॉल्ड सर्टेन इवेंट. ओके, सर्टेन इवेंट, या फिर और इसको भी श्योर इवेंट भी बोल देते हैं, श्योर इवेंट. ओके, जो होगा ही होगा, सर्टेन होगा ही होगा, श्योर होगा ही होगा. ओके, द सम ऑफ प्रोबेबिलिटीज ऑफ ऑल एलिमेंट्री इवेंट्स ऑफ एन एक्सपेरिमेंट इज, अगर हम सारी प्रोबेबिलिटीज को ऐड कर दें कि क्या हो सकता है, सबका सम मिला के कितना आने वाला है, 1. सबका सम मिला के 1 ही आएगा हमेशा. ओके, 1 से ज्यादा कभी प्रोबेबिलिटी नहीं जाएगी. द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑन इवेंट इज ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 0. 0 और उससे 0 से छोटी नहीं होगी, और 0 से हमेशा बड़ी होगी. ओके, 0 या 0 से बड़ी होगी, एंड लेस देन और इक्वल टू 1, या तो 1 होगी या 1 से कम होगी. 0 होगी या 0 से ज्यादा होगी, 1 होगी या 1 से कम होगी. ओके, तो 0 से 1 के बीच में लाई करेगी. कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट वन, which of the following experiments have equal likely outcomes? आने के equal likely outcomes हैं, explain करो. A driver attempts to start a car. The car starts or does not start. इसके outcome के chances, सी देखो, ये हम हर दिन गाड़ी चलाते हैं, तो हम क्या हर दिन हमारे पास 50% चांस होता है कि भाई तो कार स्टार्ट होगी या नहीं होगी? ऐसा नहीं होता है. सी, इट डिपेंड्स. क्यों? क्योंकि हमने गाड़ी की सर्विस कराई है या नहीं कराई है, कौन से उसमें है. मान लो कार का एक्सीडेंट होकर रखा हुआ है, तो उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी 0 और 1 में नहीं हो सकती, तो इसमें नहीं हो सकती है. ओके, जब मैं सुबह जाता हूँ तो मैं 50% मेरी गाड़ी चलेगी या नहीं चलेगी उस पर मैं काम कर ही नहीं सकता हूँ. कोई भी नहीं कर सकता है इनफैक्ट. अगर आप सुबह जब आप स्कूल जाएंगे तो स्कूल खुला होगा या नहीं खुला होगा, इसके 50% चांस, मतलब आधे दिन खुला होता है आधे दिन नहीं खुला होता है, तो आपको वो ऐसे काम नहीं चलता है. ये कार पे डिपेंड करता है. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन मेनी कंडीशंस की कार आपने सर्विस कराई थी नहीं कराई थी. इट डिपेंड्स की कार का, ये तो नहीं कि कल एक्सीडेंट में पड़ी हुई है, ओके, टूटी हुई कार पड़ी हुई है, 25 साल से चली नहीं है कार, आपने स्टार्ट करी तो स्टार्ट होगी या नहीं होगी. ओके, अ प्लेयर अटेम्प्ट्स टू शूट अ बास्केटबॉल. शी और ही शूट्स और मिसेस द शॉट. सी, दिस इज ऑल्सो डिपेंडेंट. दिस इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन द एबिलिटी ऑफ द प्लेयर. ओके, अगर आप एक प्लेयर को, ओके, जो 1 साल से खेल रहा है, प्रैक्टिस भी नहीं करी है इसने, उसको देंगे तो चांसेस कम होंगे. अगर कोई आप प्रोफेशनल बंदे को देंगे तो उसके चांसेस ज्यादा होंगे. तो ये भी इक्वल चांसेस नहीं है इसके अंदर भी. ओके, अ ट्रायल इज मेड टू आंसर अ ट्रू फॉल्स क्वेश्चन. ओके, आपने आंख बंद करके अब बोला कि ट्रू फॉल्स चूज करो, या तो ट्रू है या फॉल्स है. ओके, The answer is right or wrong? Yes. The answer is right or wrong? Yes. इसके इक्वल चांसेस हैं, राइट आने के भी उतने चांसेस हैं और रॉन्ग आने के भी उतने चांसेस हैं, अगर आपने आंख बंद करके चूज कर रहे हो तो। आंख बंद करके चूज कर रहे हो तो। हाँ, अगर आप मैथ्स के प्रोफेसर हो और मैथ्स का क्वेश्चन आपके सामने ट्रू फॉल्स में है तो आपके चांसेस ज्यादा होंगे डेफिनेटली। बट यहाँ पर हम ये मान रहे हैं कि ट्रायल इज मेड टू आंसर अ ट्रू फॉल्स क्वेश्चन, मतलब आपने आंख बंद करके आपको ट्रायल दिया जा रहा है कि ट्रू और फॉल्स में से कुछ चूज कर लो आप। ओके, अ बेबी इज बॉर्न, इट्स अ बॉय और अ गर्ल। ओके, या तो बॉय होगा या गर्ल होगा, तो इसमें भी इक्वल चांसेस है। ओके, कमिंग टू नेक्स्ट वन। Why is tossing a coin considered to be a fair way of deciding which team should get the ball at the beginning of the football game? Okay, why something is considered as fair? It is fair because we are certain कि या तो head आएगा, या तो head आएगा या tail आएगा. We are certain about it. And there are 50% chances of coming head, 50% of chances of coming tail. So either head आएगा या tail आएगा. Because they are equal likely chances. The chances should be equally likely. When we are talking about probability here, the chances should be equally likely. If they are not equally likely, then it will not be considered in the probability chapter here. In our case, okay, they are not equally likely. But in this case, head and tail are equally likely, and that is why it is used, so that we are not doing any cheating for any of the teams. Now, which of the following cannot be the probability of an event? क्या नहीं हो सकती है? What is 2/3? 2/3 is 0.6666666. हो सकती है probability, हो सकती है probability, क्योंकि भाई 0 से 1 के बीच में है, पहली बात। और हो सकती है भाई 3 पीसेस है, 3 में से 2 पीसेस को चूज करने की probability क्या हो सकती है? हो सकता है। माइनस नहीं हो सकती भाई, नेगेटिव कैसे हो जाएगी probability? भाई किसी चीज को कोई चूज करोगे, नेगेटिव कैसे हो जाएगा वो? 15%, 15% इज 15 डिवाइडेड बाय 100 हो सकती है probability, हो सकती है। 15 डिवाइड बाय 100 दैट मींस 0.15 प्रोबेबिलिटी हो सकती है। 0.7 हो सकती है। ओके, सो ये नहीं हो सकती है। 0.1 ये माइनस नेगेटिव प्रोबेबिलिटी नहीं हो सकती है। दैट्स दिस इज द आंसर, बिकॉज इट सेज दे आस्क फॉर कैन नॉट बी द प्रोबेबिलिटी। ओके, सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज if probability of an event is, we read it like this: P, probability of an event is 0.05. What is the probability of not E? So when we have to calculate the probability of not E, we calculate like 1 minus probability of E. So probability of not E is equal to 1 minus probability of E. So in this case, it will be 1 minus 0.05. So it comes as 0.95. So probability of not E is equal to 0.95. Okay, a bag contains 11 flavored candies only. उसके अंदर सिर्फ एक बैग है, उसमें सिर्फ 11 flavored candies हैं. Malini takes out one candy without looking into the bag. What is the probability that she takes out an orange flavored candy? आपने उसके अंदर लेमन फ्लेवर्ड कैंडी है, ओके, जिस बैग के अंदर सिर्फ लेमन फ्लेवर्ड कैंडी है, उसमें से ऑरेंज फ्लेवर कैंडी निकलेगी क्या? नहीं निकलेगी। द प्रोबेबिलिटी इज 0. इट इज एन इम्पॉसिबल इवेंट, इट्स एन इम्पॉसिबल इवेंट। अरे मैजिक थोड़ी ना है, लाइफ इज नॉट मैजिक। मैजिक थोड़ी ना है कि आपने उसमें डाला, उसमें से कुछ और निकल के आ गया, ऐसा तो नहीं होता है। Okay, what is the probability that it's a lemon flavored candy? Yes, it's 100% probability. 100% probability means 1. Okay. Now, it is given that in a group of 3 students, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is this much. Okay. What is the probability that 2 students have the same birthday? Okay, so इन्होंने बोला है कि probability of an event is equal to 0.992. Probability of event. What is the event? This event is 2 students not having the same birthday. 2 students not having the same birthday. Okay. Now, what is the probability of not E? Oh, not E. Not E means it's two students having same birthday. 2 students having same birthday. Okay, what is the probability? That will be 1 minus PE. 1 minus probability of an event, probability of the event. So that comes out to be 1 minus 0.992. And if you subtract it, it will come as 8008.008. Okay, so coming to the next question. A bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. 3 red balls हैं और 5 black balls हैं. Okay, the ball drawn at random from the bag. एक बॉल उसमें से हमने निकाली, हमने उसमें से एक बॉल निकाली. तो एक बॉल निकाली, तो व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट द बॉल ड्रॉन इज रेड? ओके, रेड आने के लिए फेवरेबल आउटकम क्या था? फेवरेबल आउटकम है हमारे 3. सो फेवरेबल आउटकम, फेवरेबल आउटकम, आउटकम इज इक्वल टू 3. टोटल आउटकम्स इज इक्वल टू 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5, it comes out to be 8. So what is the probability of getting red ball? It is 3 divided by 8. And they said, what is the probability of not red? See, red का probability थी 3 by 8. Not red की probability कितनी होगी? 1 minus 3 by 8. 1 minus 3 by 8 is 5 by 8. Okay, let's come to the next question. A box contains 5 red marbles, 8 white marbles and 4 green marbles. Okay, उन्होंने 5 red है, then white 8 है, and then 4, green 4 है. Okay, the marble is taken and 1 marble is taken out at random. एक marble उठाया. What is the probability that the marble taken out will be red? Red आने की probability कितनी है? See, the total favorable outcome कितने हैं इसके? Red आने के 5 are favorable outcomes. Favorable outcome is equal to 5. White के केस में favorable outcome is equal to 8. Green, okay. So the probability, how do we calculate? Favorable outcome divided by total outcome. So favorable outcome is 5 divided by total outcome is 5 plus 8 plus 4. So 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 5, 17. So this is the probability of getting red ball. Okay, what is the probability of getting white ball? The probability of getting white ball is, what's the favorable outcomes? 8 divided by total outcomes 17. So this is the probability for getting white ball. Now they've asked the question, not green. The ball should not be green. अगर ball green नहीं होनी चाहिए, मतलब ये तो favorable होना नहीं चाहिए हमारा. तो what is favorable outcome for us? 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5 is favorable outcome. So for this, 8 plus 5 is 13 and total outcomes 17. So the probability is comes out to be 13 by 70 for not green. Not green. So probability for not green is 13 by 17. Okay, a piggy bank contains 100 50 paisa coins, 50 1 rupee coins, 20 2 rupee coins, and 10 5 rupee coins. If it is equally likely that one of the coins will fall out when we turn the bank, okay, when the bank is turned upside down, what is the probability that the coin will be a 50 paisa coin? 50 paisa coin आने की probability कितनी है? Okay, तो total, first of all, we should find what is the favorable outcome. Favorable outcome कितने हैं इस केस में? Is equal to, favorable outcome is equal to 100 because there are 100 coins, 150 paisa coins, and total outcomes कितने हैं? Outcomes, total outcomes कितने हैं? It is 100 plus 50 plus 20, so 150, 170 plus 10, 180. So it is 100, 50, 20, and this one is 10. So 150, 170, and 180. So total outcome 120. So what is the probability? So probability of the event comes out to be 100 divided by 180. So we have to just reduce it to the minimum value. It comes out to be 2 5s are 10 and 2 9s are 18. It's 5 by 9. Will not be a rupee 5 coin. 5 coin नहीं होना चाहिए. 5 coin नहीं होना चाहिए. So what is the favorable outcome? This is favorable outcome क्या है हमारे लिए? Favorable outcome हुआ इसके अंदर हमारा. Favorable outcome हुआ 100 plus 50 plus 2 because 100 50 पैसा coins हैं, 50 1 rupee coin है, 20 2 rupee coins है. और ये हमारे को यही चाहिए. हमारे को not 5 rupees coins, 5 rupee coin नहीं चाहिए. तो favorable outcome कितने हो गए हमारे? 100 plus 50 plus 20, that is 170. Divide by total outcomes 180. So answer is 17 by 18. Coming to the next question. Gopi buys a fish from a shop for his aquarium. उन्होंने fish खरीदी है. The shopkeeper takes out 1 fish at random from the tank containing 5 male fish and 8 female fish. भैया हमें तो पता नहीं चलता कि कौन सी मेल है कौन सी फीमेल है. वो पता नहीं कैसे पता कर रहा है कि ये मेल है और वो फीमेल है. ठीक है, उनसे एक फिश इसने 5 मेल और 8 फीमेल निकाली. Okay, what is the probability that the fish taken out is a male fish? Now, what is the favorable outcome for us? Favorable outcome is equal to male fish here, the 5. And total outcomes is equal to 8 plus 5 is equal to 13. So answer is equal to 5 divided by 13. This is the probability of event is equal to 5 divided by 13. Coming to the next question. A game of chance consists of spinning an arrow which comes to rest pointing to one of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. ये numbers आ सकते हैं उसके अंदर. And these are equally likely to come. These are equally likely to come. What is the probability that it will point at 8? 8 आने की probability कितनी है? देखो 8 आने के लिए कितने parts हैं इसके? इसके 8 parts हैं. तो 8 आने के लिए favorable outcome क्या है? 1. 1 is the favorable outcome. Only 1 is a favorable outcome. This is chance है ना, एक chance इसका, एक chance. Basically, this is only the favorable outcome for us. This part. So it is for 8 आने की probability कितनी होगी? 1 divided by total outcomes कितने हैं इसके? 8. 1 से लेकर 8 तक कुछ भी आ सकता है. लेकिन favorable हमारे लिए क्या है? सिर्फ एक. What is this? That is number 8. An odd number. Odd number कौन कौन से odd numbers हैं इसके अंदर? भाई 1 is odd. इसको clear कर देते हैं. Okay, 1 is odd, 3 is odd, 5 is odd, 7 is odd. So 4 numbers ऐसे हैं, 4 outcomes ऐसे हैं जो कि odd है. That is 4 and total outcomes कितने हैं? 8. तो आंसर आ गया 4 by 8. So probability of an event, that odd number event is 4 by 8. The number greater than 2. नंबर जो है वो greater than 2 होना चाहिए. They have not mentioned greater than or equal to 2. They have mentioned greater than 2. Greater than 2 क्या है? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. तो कितने outcomes हो गए ये? 6 outcomes हैं. तो फेवरेबल आउटकम्स कितने हैं हमारे? 6. एंड टोटल आउटकम्स वो तो सब में 8 ही है. 8. तो आंसर कितना आ गया इसका? 6 डिवाइडेड बाय 8 और 3 डिवाइडेड बाय 4. सो दिस इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ गेटिंग अ नंबर ग्रेटर देन 2. अ नंबर लेस देन 9. 9 से नंबर नीचे आने की क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है? भाई इसमें सारे नंबर ही 9 से नीचे हैं. ओके, तो फेवरेबल आउटकम कितने हो गए हमारे? 8. कोई भी नंबर आ जाए डिवाइडेड बाय 8 एंड देन कम्स आउट टू बी 1. That means that is a certain event. This is a certain event or sure event. Okay, so coming to the next question. A die is thrown once. एक dice को उन्होंने throw किया. When you say die, okay, they are not dyeing the colors. It is dice is thrown once. What is the probability of getting a prime number? प्राइम नंबर आने की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है? सी डाइस आप सब लोगों ने देखा है, उस पर क्या लिखा होता है? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 एंड 6 ये लिखे होते हैं. तो इसके अंदर प्राइम नंबर, व्हाट आर द प्राइम नंबर्स इन दिस? दिस इज द प्राइम नंबर, दिस इज द प्राइम नंबर एंड दिस इज द प्राइम नंबर. तो 3 प्राइम नंबर्स. सो फेवरेबल आउटकम्स कितने हैं हमारे? 3. फेवरेबल आउटकम्स 3. टोटल आउटकम्स कितने हैं? 6. तो आंसर कम्स एज 1 by 2. अ नंबर लाइंग बिटवीन 2 and 6. ओके, 2 और 6 के बीच का नंबर होना चाहिए. Longer, I don't know whether they've mentioned that 2 be included it, 6 be included, but we'll consider lying between 2 and 6. 2 and 6 के बीच में कितने नंबर्स हैं? ये 3 नंबर है. 3, 4, 5, राइट? तो फेवरेबल आउटकम 3 हो गए. तो 3 डिवाइडेड बाय 6. एन ऑड नंबर, ऑड नंबर आना चाहिए. तो ऑड नंबर कौन कौन से हैं इसके अंदर? ऑड नंबर है इसके अंदर 1. Just clear it up. ऑड नंबर्स कौन कौन से हैं? अरे 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ऑड नंबर्स आर 1, 3 and 5. So again, favorable outcome कितने हो गए हमारे? 3. And total outcomes is equal to 6. So probability of event is equal to 3 divided by 6 is equal to 1 divided by 2. Okay. Coming to the next question. One card is drawn from a well-shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting a king of red color. See, पहले कितने king होते हैं उसके अंदर? 4 king होते हैं. 4 king के अंदर 2 black होते हैं और 2 red होते हैं. So what's the probability of getting a red king? The favorable outcome is 2. What are the total number of cards? 52. So 2 by 52 is the probability. Okay, second part comes as the face card. Okay, first of all, before starting the second part, let's see how the cards look like. How the cards look like. Okay, there are certain people who have not played the cards at all. Okay, गांव देहात में तो खेल लेते हैं, लेकिन शहर में some people like Monopoly and other things, but they don't play cards generally. तो भाई देख लो, कार्ड्स ऐसे दिखते हैं. ओके, 2 से लेकर 10 तक. फिर ये एक फेस कार्ड्स रहते हैं. ये सारे फेस कार्ड्स हैं. Okay, so there are 13 cards in each set. तो 13 13 13 टोटल 52 कार्ड्स होते हैं, 52 कार्ड्स। और 52 कार्ड्स का ब्रेकअप रहता है स्पेड। तो जस्ट लुक एट स्पेड कौन से कलर का है, देन हार्ट, देन क्लब एंड देन डायमंड। ओके, सो इसके अंदर टोटल कितने कार्ड्स हैं? टोटल 52 कार्ड्स हैं। टोटल रेड कार्ड्स कितने हुए? हाफ ऑफ द कार्ड्स आर रेड कार्ड्स, तो 26 कार्ड्स आर रेड कार्ड्स। ब्लैक कार्ड्स कितने हैं? देयर आर 26 ब्लैक कार्ड्स। नाउ लेट्स डू द क्वेश्चन। अ फेस कार्ड, कितने फेस कार्ड्स हैं इसके अंदर? टोटल फेस कार्ड्स, यू कैन सी फेस कहां पे दिख रहा है, तो दीज आर द फेस कार्ड्स, these are all the face cards. And how many cards are these? See, there are total of 12 face cards, total of 12 face cards. So and divide by the total cards, how many cards? 52. So the probability comes out to be 12 divided by 52. Coming to a red face card. Okay, a face card में भी सिर्फ रेड चाहिए इनको, फेस कार्ड में भी सिर्फ रेड चाहिए, तो कौन कौन से हैं? ये फेस कार्ड की 3 हो गए, जैक, क्वीन एंड किंग। और डायमंड के अंदर भी जैक, क्वीन एंड किंग। तो टोटल कितने फेस कार्ड्स हैं? ये टोटल 6 फेस कार्ड्स हैं, रेड फेस कार्ड्स, डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल ऑप्शंस आर 52. So 6 divided by 52 is the probability. You can divide it further, it becomes 3 divided by 26. This is the probability. Okay, now the jack of hearts, what is the probability of getting jack of hearts? So they are saying, what is the probability out of 52 cards? We will choose only this jack of hearts. Jack of hearts. So what are the favorable outcome? 1 out of total outcomes 52. Answer is 1 by 52. Okay, coming to next, a spade. Now you want a spade. How many cards of spade are there? These all are spade. These all are spade cards. So there are how many cards? 13 cards are spade cards. So 13 are the favorable outcomes. And out of total 52 outcomes, so answer is 13 divided by 52 is the probability of getting a spade. Now coming to the queen of diamonds. How many queens of diamonds are there? There's only one queen of diamond. Sorry, diamond. So there is only one queen of diamond. So what is the probability? So this one favorable outcome divided by total outcomes are 52. So 1 by 52 is the probability of getting a queen of diamonds. Okay, let's come to the next one. 5 cards. The 10, jack, queen, king and ace of diamonds are well shuffled with their face down. So basically we cannot see which card is what. Okay, because it's face down, and from the other side it looks exactly the same. So they're face down, and one card is then picked at random. Randomly we picked up one card. What is the probability that the card is a queen? Okay, so again, just see. These are the cards. These are the cards available. And we want to pick up queen. We want to pick up queen from there. So for picking up queen, what is the probability? The favorable outcome is 1. The favorable outcome is 1 out of total outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 total outcomes. So 1 by 5 is the probability of getting the queen. Because there were only 5 cards. This time they don't have all 52 cards. If the queen is drawn and put aside, okay, say the first time we picked it up, the queen is drawn out and put aside. What is the probability that the second card picked up is an ace? Okay, अब क्या किया, ये queen को तो आपने कर दिया बाहर. Now queen is not there at all in this. So how many cards are there? So total outcomes are 4. Now total outcomes are 4. Now you want only an ace. So what is the favorable outcome? This is the favorable outcome. This is the favorable outcome. Out of 4 outcomes, that is 1 divided by 4 is the probability of getting ace after queen is removed from there. After queen is removed from there. Okay, and what is the probability of getting a queen? When queen is not there in it, when the queen is not there as part of all the outcomes, how can queen come? So probability will be 0 divided by 4. 0 divided by 4, that is 0. So it is an impossible. It is an impossible outcome. Okay, so coming to the next question. 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good ones. So there were 12 defective plus 1 132 132 working pens or not defective pens. Okay, so total pens are, how many are total pen? So it becomes 144 total pens, right? It is not possible to just look a pen and tell whether it is defective or not. One pen is taken out at random from the slot. Determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. Pen taken out is a good one. How many good pens are there? 132 good pens are there. So this is the favorable outcome. So favorable outcome is equal to 132. Total outcome is equal to 144. So probability of the event is equal to 132 divided by 144, and you can divide it further by 2 or something to bring it to the minimum form. Okay, so this is the answer. Let's come to the next question. A lot of 20 bulbs contain 4 defective ones. Now the total bulbs they have already given. See, in the previous question, they gave defective separately and working separately. In this, they have given together 20 bulbs. Total outcomes are total bulbs. Total bulbs are 20. And 4 are defective in this. Okay, defective is equal to 4. Not defective will be how much? 16. Okay, 20 minus 4 is 16. So one bulb is drawn at random from the lot. What is the probability that the bulb is defective? Now, what is the probability of a defective bulb? So defective are 4 out of 20. So what is the favorable outcome for us here? 4 out of 20. So it is 1 divided by 5 is the probability of getting a defective bulb. Now, suppose the bulb drawn in is not defective. Okay, we draw one bulb which is not defective, but not defective means now total bulbs are 20, defective were 4, and not defective were 16. So the bulb which they draw was not defective. Okay, and is not replaced. So now the total bulbs in the second question, what are the not defective bulbs now? 15. क्योंकि एक बल्ब तो उन्होंने रिप्लेस नहीं किया, पहले निकाल लिया और फिर रिप्लेस ही नहीं करा. जब रिप्लेस नहीं करा तो रह गई ये टोटल 15. नाउ और डिफेक्टिव आर 4, right? So total bulbs, because total bulbs will change, is equal to 15 plus 4 is equal to 19. Now what is the probability? What is the probability of the bulb is not defective? Now not defective की probability कितनी है? The favorable outcome is 15. Divided by total outcomes is 19. So 15 by 19 is the probability of taking out the bulb which is not defective. Okay, coming to the next question now. A box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. Okay, 1 से 90 तक नंबर उन्होंने डाल रखे हैं डिस्क पे. If one disc is drawn at random from the box, find the probability that it bears a 2-digit number. Okay, so see 1 से 90 तक अगर नंबर लिखेंगे तो उसके अंदर सिर्फ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These are the 9 numbers. These are the 9 numbers which are single digit numbers. After that, all the numbers are 2-digit numbers. Right? So total outcomes कितने हैं इसके अंदर? Total outcomes is equal to 90. Favorable outcome कितने हैं हमारे? कितने हैं? 9. They're saying, oh sorry, favorable outcomes are 90 minus 9 because total 90 है, उसमें से 9 numbers are single digit numbers. So 2-digit numbers कितने होंगे? So this is 2-digit number now. So 90 minus 9 comes as 81. 81. So a 2-digit number is, favorable outcome is 81. Divided by total outcome is 90. So 81 by 90 you can divide it by 9. 9 9s are 9 10s are. So answer comes out to be 9 by 10. Okay. They want a perfect square. Okay. How many perfect squares are there between 1 to 90? So what are the perfect squares? Let's note down the perfect square. See, 1 is a perfect square. 4 is a perfect square. 3 square is 9 is a perfect square. 4 square 16 is a perfect square. 25 is a perfect square. 36 is a perfect square. Then 7 square 49 is a perfect square. 8 is a 64 is a perfect square. 9 9 is a 81 is a perfect square. So all the squares from 1 to 9, these are the perfect squares, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. There are 9 perfect squares. There are 9 perfect squares from 1 to 90. So the favorable outcome is equal to 9, and total outcomes is equal to 90. So the probability of the event comes out to be 9 divided by 90, that is 1 divided by 10. So the answer for second one is 1 divided by 10. Okay, a number is divisible by 5. The number is divisible by 5. So for a number to be divisible by 5, it should be either 5 ending with 5 or ending with 0, right? So every fifth number will be divisible by 5. So we can say favorable outcomes will be 90 divided by 5. Favorable outcomes. कितने outcomes होंगे? So it is 5, 1s are 5, and 5 8s are. So there are 18 numbers which will be divisible by 5. So favorable outcomes are 18. And total outcomes is 90. So what is the probability of the event? Is 18 divided by 90. And that 18 5s are 90 comes out to be 1 by 5. Okay. Okay, coming to the next one. It says a child has a die whose 6 faces show the letters as given below. A, B, C, D, E, A. See, please note that it's not all different, okay? A is showing at 2 places. A is showing at 2 places. B, C, D, E are unique. Now, the die is thrown once. What is the probability of getting A? A आने का कितना probability है? See, what is the favorable outcome? This is the favorable outcome and this is the favorable outcome. There are 2 favorable outcomes here. So, favorable outcome is are 2. And total outcomes are 6. Probability of event is equal to 2 divided by 6. That comes out to be 1 divided by 3. Now, for the second one, D. See, D is only 1. The favorable outcome is 1. And the total outcomes is 6. So, answer is 1 by 6. Okay, coming to the next one. It says, suppose you drop a die at random on the rectangular region shown in this figure. What is the probability that it will land inside the circle with a diameter 1 meter? So, diameter of this is 1 meter. So, that means radius is 0.5 meter. Now, what part of the area is circle? So, let's find the area of the circle. The area of the circle is pi r square. So, pi, I'll take it as 22 by 7 into r. Radius is 0.5 into 0.5. This is my favorable outcome because they want to the probability that the die will land inside the circle. Okay, this is my favorable outcome. And what is the total outcome here? Total outcome is the area of the entire region. Area of the entire region. What is the area of total outcome is equal to area of rectangle. And that comes out to be 3 multiplied by 2. It comes out to be 6 meters square. So probability of the event comes out to be 22 by 7 into 0.5 into 0.5 divided by 6. So if we calculate it, it becomes 22 into 0.5 into 0.5 divided by 7 into 6. Okay, you can compute it. You can compute it from here. So it is, we'll take 0, we'll remove this also, it becomes 0. So this is 5. 12s are 60, 120, and then 5. 2s are 10, 5 2s are 10, and 5 4s are 20. Okay, so it becomes, I'll take 22, or 2 11s are 2 12s are. So it becomes 11 divided by 12 sevens are 84. 11 by 84 is the probability of the dice landing inside the circle. Okay, so coming to the next question. A lot consists of 144 ball pens. Okay, so the 144 ball pens are there, of which 20 are defective. So total outcomes, if I have to say, it is 144, and defectives ones are 20. So let's see what they are finding out. Noori will buy a pen if it is good. If it is good. But will not buy if it is defective. Okay, I'll just say defective. Defective is equal to 20. Okay, she'll not buy if it is defective. Who will buy if it is defective? The shopkeeper draws one pen at random and gives it to her. What is the probability that she will buy it? When she will buy it, what does it mean? That means it's working. And how many are working from 144? So I can say working pens is equal to 144 minus 20. So it is 124 pence are working. Right? So this is our favorable outcome here. This is a favorable outcome. 124 is a favorable outcome when she has to buy it. So favorable outcome is equal to 124. Total outcomes is equal to 144. So probability of event comes out to be 124 divided by 144 is the answer. So you can just cut it with to bring it to the minimum value. So you can cut it to 6 are 2 2s are 2 7s are 2 2s are 2 3s are 2 1s are 2 3s are 2 6 are. So answer comes out to be 31 divided by 36. This is the probability that she will buy it. Now she will not buy it. Okay, if she is not going to buy it, that means the probability will be 1 minus the probability she'll buy it. That is 1 minus 31 by 36, and that comes out to be 5 by 36. 5 by 36 is the probability that she will not buy it. Okay, so coming to the next question. It says complete the following table. Sum of the dice. So when somebody is throwing two dices, okay, it's not mentioned completely, I believe. So somebody is throwing two dices. They want to know what is the probability that the sum on the dices will be 2. Sum on the dices will be 2. So I've created one table here. So you can see this table. So where exactly is the sum? 2. Sum on the dice. So it is 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 will be 2. So this is the favorable outcome. And is there anywhere else? No. So there is only one outcome. And what are the total number of outcomes? Total number of outcomes are 6 multiplied by 6. So when there are two dices, okay, I'll just mention 2 dices are thrown. 2 dices are thrown here, okay, which is not mentioned here. So favorable outcomes is 1 divided by total outcomes is 36. So 1 by 36 is the probability of getting 2 as sum. What is the probability of 3 as sum? See, you can see 3 will come as a sum in this case only. When the first dice will show 2, other will show 1, or the first dice will show 1 and the second dice will show 2. So these are two outcomes which are favorable when the sum has to be 3. So it becomes 2 divided by 36. So in the exam, if you make this kind of a table, and if there are multiple questions, a 5-marker or 3-marker question, just quickly make this table so that it will become easy for you to compute. Okay, sum as 4. So you will see sum as 4 will come in these 3 scenarios: 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. So these are 3 scenarios in which the sum will come. So what are the favorable outcomes? There are 3 favorable outcomes divided by total 36 outcomes. The sum should be 5. Now look at this. The 5 will have 4 outcomes which are favorable divided by total outcomes as 36. Okay. Now coming to 6. 6 as the sum. So sum of the 6 is coming for these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 outcomes. There are 5 outcomes out of 36 outcomes where the sum will be 6. The 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, and 1, 5. Now coming to 7 as the outcomes. 7 outcome will come in these scenarios. 6, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 5, and 1, 6. So it comes out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 outcomes out of 36. Okay. For 8. So again further we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is for 8. This is for 8. 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5, and 6, 2. So there are 5 such outcomes out of 36. Same goes for 9. It is 6, 3, 5, 4, 4, 5, and 3, 6. So there are 4 outcomes out of 36 which are given here. See, it is so easy. If we make this table, then 10. For 10, these are the favorable outcomes. 3 are the 3 favorable outcomes. So 3 divided by 36. Next comes is 11. For 11, there are 2 favorable outcomes. These are the 2, 5, 6, and 6, 5. And for 12, there is only one favorable outcome, that is 6 and 6. So it is again 1 divided by 36. So if you add total of all these, it will become 36 by 36. Okay, you can see there are total 36 outcomes here, and every outcome is covered in the end in this question. Now coming to the next, a student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes. 11 possible outcomes. Yes, there are 11 possible outcomes. There's 2. The sum can come as 2. So the sum is come as 3. The sum is come as 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, or till 12. Therefore, each of them has a probability of 1 by 11. No. Each of probability is different. You can see for for coming sum as 2, the probability is 1 by 36. For probability for sum as 3, the probability is different. The probability is different for each number. The probability is different for each number. And the probability is different for each number. It cannot be 1 by 11. It cannot be 1 by 11. So his understanding is incorrect. And the reason is that the probability of getting each sum 2, sum 3, sum 4 are different. They are not same. Okay, so coming to the next question. A game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times and noting its outcome each time. Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result. Okay, he wants that all the either is 3 heads or 3 tails. Okay, and loses otherwise. Calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. So we have to find that Hanif will lose the game. So let's first of all find out what are the different probabilities here. What are the different outcomes here? Okay, so these are the total outcomes. So how many outcomes? There are 8 outcomes possible. Total outcomes are 8. Okay, one outcome is head, head, head. Other outcome is head, head, tail. So there are 8 outcomes possible. And now Hanif wants, if Hanif has to lose the game, then all 3 should not be same. That means this is not favorable to us. And this is not favorable to us. The tails is not favorable to us. So what are the favorable outcomes? There are 6 favorable outcomes then. This one, this one, this one, this, and this. So there are 6 favorable outcomes out of total outcomes are 8. So probability of the event that Hanif will lose the game is equal to 6 by 8, or you can say 3 by 4. So 3/4 of the chances are there that he's going to lose the game. Okay. Coming to the next question. A die is thrown twice. 2 times we are throwing the dice. What is the probability that 5 will come? 5 will come up either time. Either time. It's like both the times 5 should come up. Both the times 5 should come up. Let's bring the same table. Okay, both the times 5. 5, 5. Okay. Do you see how many times it's coming up? It's only at one place. And where exactly it is? It is here. 5, 5. Both the times 5, 5 comes is the probability. It is 1 out of 36. 1 out of 36. There are 36 outcomes here, and only one outcome is 5 and 5. There is no other outcome apart from this. Okay, 5 will come at least once. They want 5 at least once. Okay, for at least once. You see how many times it can come. See this, it can come in all these scenarios. And it can come in all these scenarios. So if you make this table, see how this question becomes so simple. So how many scenarios are there? So this is 6 and this is also 6, but it's not 12 because this is coming as common. This is coming as common in both, right? Because they want at least once. So at least once or 2 times. So there are how many outcomes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 such outcomes. Don't say 6 plus 6, 12, because this is getting counted twice. So total favorable outcomes comes out to be 11 out of total outcomes 36. So answer comes out to be 11 by 36. Please don't count 5, 5 2 times. Okay, that is one mistake which people do and they lose mark on that. So don't make that mistake. So coming to the next question here. Which of the following arguments are correct and which are not correct? You have to find out which is correct, which is not correct. Give reasons for your answer. Okay. If 2 coins are tossed simultaneously, okay, we are tossing 2 coins together. There are 3 possible outcomes: 2 heads, okay, 2 tails, or 1 of each. Okay, so there are, instead of 3, actually there are 4 outcomes. Okay, it will be head, head, okay, head, tail, tail, head, and tail, tail. These are 4 outcomes. On what is coming on the first one and what is coming on the second one. Definitely this is the first outcome, this is the second outcome, and you can say this is the third outcome. But third outcome doesn't have the same probability of the same as the first and second. So this, if I say first outcome, second outcome, third outcome, the probability of all 3 is not same. Probability of all 3 is not same. So we cannot say there are 3 outcomes. There are 4 outcomes actually. Therefore, for each of these outcomes, the probability is 1 by 3. No. The probability of each outcome is 1 by 4 because the total outcomes are 4. What is coming on the first one and what is coming on the second one? makes the entire difference here. So please remember this part. This is incorrect. This is a false statement. Now coming to the next one. If a die is thrown, there are two possible outcomes: an odd number or an even number. Therefore, the probability of getting an odd number is 1 by 2. Yes? Yes. So what are the numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 3 odd numbers and the other ones are even. Other ones are even. And if you are talking about what is the probability of getting an odd number, is 3 divided by 6. That comes out to be 1 by 2. And this statement is absolutely correct. Okay. So this brings to the end of the chapter. Okay, and this brings to the end of the entire course also. If you have gone through all our videos, you might know that we have covered all 14 chapters, and maybe in next 1 or 2 days, I'm going to publish another video where I'll be covering all 14 chapters together. All 14 chapters together. If you want to learn the concepts within a 1 hour of video, you will be able to cover the concepts of all 14. That will be the best video for revision. Okay, so please subscribe to the channel so that you will be able to get that notification and you will go through that video. That will help you enhance your marks. Okay, bye-bye. Take care. Happy learning.